Okay, so we are recording. So anyone who is listening into the recording, welcome. Thanks for taking the time out to get on and jump in and dive in. So we are actually officially kicking off new coach training tomorrow. And we've done a little bit of prep this week, just some kind of basic stuff, new coach checklist, just some simple little things that I personally ask that you kind of go through and get familiar with before we really dive in. Not only because it does take commitment on your half, but then I know that you're actually interested in doing this. And it kind of gives me a good jumping off point as your coach, your upline coach. If I am not your coach and you're in this new coach training, it gives us kind of an idea on what we can do to help you be successful in this business and how much time I need to put in to helping you build your business, and know that I will match your efforts, and our team is very reciprocal with help, support, and things like that. So if you need more and you don't feel like you're getting enough, don't hesitate to ask. If you feel like it's too much, don't hesitate to say something, and we can kind of meet in the middle and find a healthy balance. Now, for me, I am very I'm very driven. I want to do it myself, and it's hard for me to ask other people to help. However, sometimes I feel like, am I not doing this right? Am I not doing the right thing? Somebody tell me what I'm doing, tell me what to do. So I've learned along the way in the 4 years that I've been coaching that asking for help is so much better than stumbling along and feeling like I'm failing month after month after month after month. So if I feel like my conversations are going nowhere, I send them to my upline coach and I say, dude, what am I doing wrong? I feel like I'm having conversations that are failing, I feel like I can't connect with anybody. I feel like I'm struggling here. Can you help me with my wording? Is there something that I'm saying that's deterring people? Is there something that I'm doing? Can you look at my social media posts? Can you look at my Instagram stories? Is there anything that is standing out that maybe I should tweak a little bit? Because this business is very much trial and error. What works for some people doesn't work for others. What attracts some people turns others off, and it's all about just building connections and building relationships with other people. So know that sometimes things will work for people. Know that sometimes you'll have someone who will say, I don't know what you're doing, but I want to do it. Send me the link and sign me up right now. And other times it will take 17 conversations over a 12-month period with someone before they're like, okay, I think I'm ready. So patience is a virtue, especially in this business. And also, I will say, and I'll say this again probably several times tonight, be here in a year, because you cannot truly expect the landscape of your business to grow if you don't take time to cultivate it and allow it to blossom. So I can tell you from personal experience, this business can be as little or as much as you make it. It can be a ball of stress if you allow it to be, and it can be the biggest blessing. I started as a mom to a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 5-month-old, and I was nursing my littlest one around the clock. I was getting very minimal sleep. I had just started back in nursing school full-time, and my husband had just started a new job where he was traveling a lot. So it was for me to say, I think I'm going to be a coach. Luke was like, why would you want to do that to yourself? You're adding something else to your plate and it's going to make you a crazy person. And I said, you know what? I have this burning desire to do something more. I'm loving working out as is. I love being, a healthier mom. And I just want to help other women find that balance and do that too. So that was driving me to figure this whole thing out. And I just thought, okay, if I can just do this, that's what I'm going to do, and figure everything else out along the way. So I told my husband, who was very skeptical and hesitant for me to do anything, that I said, give me 6 months and let me prove you wrong. And I hear that a lot from women, from moms, that, let me ask my husband first. And I was one of those people because I was not working. We had 3 kids. We were tight on income. My husband's job was demanding. And throwing $140, $160 at something didn't seem like a good idea for my husband. And that's where I said, let me prove you wrong. Give me 6 months and I'm going to do this and I'm going to earn back my investment and maybe a little extra on the side. So I told my coach, this is what I want to do. Like, I don't have huge income goals. I don't want to build this big, huge rock star business. I just need to earn back my investment and maybe pay for my Shakeology every month. And if I get a little extra, that's awesome. So she said, okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to get into training. You're going to follow the steps. You're going to listen to what I say. And you're going to do the things. And you're going to show up and you're going to trust the process. Much like every fitness program that we commit to and every fitness program that we do and complete, we put the effort in, we see the results, we trust the process. And we know that it's not going to happen overnight. If there is a business that's promising you that you're going to get rich quick overnight, I would not trust it, because those things it's built on a house of cards. And this is built on stability, consistency, and long-term success, which is achievable if you put in the time and effort. So tonight I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how to get started and what it means now that you've signed up as a coach. So I did put a little PowerPoint together because I'm kind of a nerd like that. And I love PowerPoints. So I'm going to do a little screen share. And just let me know if you can see this. Can you see me?
Yep.
Can you see my? Okay. So our team Raise the Bar, is kind of a compilation of a lot of things. When I started, I didn't start a team until I was about 5 to 6 months in the business, because I just didn't really feel like I had a reason to. But I did have a couple coaches and I was adding them to my uplines team. And I kind of just said, you know what, like, I think it would be better for me if I started my own thing, because then it would give me a little bit more drive to like build something. So I did. That's not a requirement. You don't have to start your own team. We have some amazing upline support, which is available to you. If you'd like to join our upline teams, I can put you in there. I just don't want to add everybody to 100 groups at once. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm totally overwhelmed, I quit. So one thing at a time, let me know when you're ready to take that next step and I'll plug you in there. But I started our team under a different team name and it was good, but like after a good year and a half, it just didn't really feel like it fit. So I changed our team name to Team Raise the Bar, because that's what I wanted to continue to do for our business. So we are now Team Raise the Bar. We have an amazing team of women a lot of women are moms. Some work full-time, some work part-time, some do this. Teachers, I'm a former registered nurse, all kinds of women, and we have a couple guys. Guys are more than welcome to join our team, more than welcome to join this business. My husband is a coach. He doesn't really do a lot of active coaching stuff yet, but this is a really wonderful opportunity for anyone. So over the course of, let me see if I can just make this a little bit bigger. Can I do that? Let's see. There we go. Okay. So these are just a few images of some women along the way who have had some amazing results. And as a coach, we have this really amazing ability to help people impact and change, influence, and kind of write a new course for themselves. And I will say my little brother is in there too. I did say women, but there's my little brother right in the middle. And again, like, great opportunity for men as well to change their lives. But as coaches, we have a lot of influence. We have a lot of power. And I don't want to have that word be kind of misused or misconstrued. But we have a lot of ability to kind of show other people what can be done and what they can accomplish just by telling our story. Your social media presence is probably the biggest driving factor for your business to grow. And that is just you being present on social media and telling your story. This business that I built has come primarily from social media, from referrals, from word of mouth. And then sometimes in person too. I'll say Jessica that's on the call. We met in person and then connected on social media. But had I not shared any of my journey or story or anything that I do or have done, she probably would not have reached out. So sharing the good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between, all of that stuff plays a really big role. And it truly does have a compound effect on the lives of others. So we have built a team that, consists of coaches with coaches that have, coaches and so far, and so on and so forth, just of women who have connected through social media and who have said, you know what, like if she can do this, there is no reason why I can't. And we have that power to share that with other people and help them get healthy, help them make an impact on their own life, help them make a decision that could change the landscape of their life forever. So just the compound effect also, I've talked about it in our, where did I put it? In our new coach training. But if you haven't purchased a personal development book yet, I would strongly recommend getting The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Because it's a simple read, first of all, but it's really, really good in kind of like realizing that, hey, what I'm doing matters and it's actually really important and I could really do something here. Not just with helping people lose weight, but helping other people build a business, helping other people find financial freedom, clear out some debt, maybe take that trip and things like that. So The Compound Effect is a really, really great book and usually kind of just a great jumping off book as you dive into coaching. Can I go to the next? There we go. I put this in our new coach kickoff checklist and just something to think about too, that you have the ability to choose any one of these paths as a coach, and you might be one and then you might switch to a different, and then you might go back to one, and you might, do all of the above. I started with the intention of coaching, but the discount was really appealing to me as well. There are people that sign up as coaches just strictly for the discount, and that is fine. You can definitely be a discount coach. I tell people all the time that they don't have to coach just because they sign up as a coach, especially if you're military or military vet. Your $15 monthly coach fee is waived if you are a coach, and then you're getting a better discount than I am. Now we have Luke is a military vet, so he gets his monthly business service fee waived, but they only allow for one in a household unless both people are military or former military. Hobby coach is somebody who maybe wants to put a little bit of time and effort in daily, weekly, to earn a little bit of extra income here and there. And a full-time coach, I think there's kind of an in-between in there too. There's hobby coach, and then there's part-time coach, and then there's full-time coach. And a part-time coach is somebody who is consistently working the business, maybe not, 25 hours a week, but maybe putting in a couple hours every day just to build that consistency and stability and a little bit more income. And I will tell you guys, I don't work this business 40 hours a week. I don't work this business 30 hours a week. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 25, sometimes it's more like 35 if I really have some stuff that I'm working on. But I work this business very part-time. I have my kids in school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and those are my primary work days. And then I kind of just fill in the gaps when I can on other days. Today, I spent a few hours prepping for our Transform 20 launch group tomorrow. I spent a little bit of time working on a meal plan. I worked on some social media posts and some Instagram stories. So I did a lot of behind the scenes stuff for my business. And then I did spend about 25 minutes doing follow-ups and invites and conversations and stuff like that. But you can definitely work this business part-time and earn a full-time income. But I will tell you again, consistency is huge in this business, and I'll show you how to get there with consistency. So ideally, we're going to launch our business if we haven't done that yet. And there are a few different ways. Let me see if I can move this. There we go. To do that, but basically it's just tearing off the Band-Aid. And I will say Instagram is huge. If you don't have an Instagram account, go ahead and start one. You're going to want to make sure that your profile for both Instagram and Facebook is set up public. Now, I understand if your profession requires you to have a private Facebook page, that's understandable. We do have some teachers on our team who don't use their first and last name, but have used their profile as public. It's totally up to you in your comfort zone, but it's hard to reach a lot more people if you keep your Facebook and social media on lockdown. So if you can do your Instagram publicly, setting up your profile on Instagram and Facebook, kind of just telling the story of who you are. You can go to my Facebook, you can go to my Instagram, it's Fit Mommy Ashley, and just kind of look at my bio. And as far as like pictures go, you're going to want a photo of yourself, ideally. Something clean, crisp, clear. Maybe wait until it's sunny outside and have your significant other take a picture of you with sunlight coming in. But just something that is the face of your business, because your social media is now the face of your business, and people are going to want to follow you, based on who you are and what you're sharing on social media. Instagram, you can create a Linktree account. I'll dive into that a little bit more this week as we talk about Instagram. If you go to my Instagram profile, you'll see that I have a Linktree account, and that just gives us the ability to add multiple links in there. Now, I will tell you, your Beachbody link that says, teambeachbody.com/Ashley Roberts, I would not share that link publicly with anyone, publicly, like in any of your social media posts. Of course, you can send that to people. Like if they're like, how do I sign up? Send me your link. Yes, you can send that. But I wouldn't post that in your post, because it just screams like salesy, come buy my stuff, go to my website kind of thing. And a lot of times it doesn't give you the opportunity to talk to somebody about what it is that they're looking for. And instead of just saying like, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, click on this link and go buy my stuff, then it kind of takes away the ability to have a conversation with somebody. Social media, creating curiosity. I am not a fan of sharing a lot of branded stuff from Beachbody. I don't think we don't need to do a lot of marketing and advertising for Beachbody, because Beachbody pays millions of dollars to do that already. So we are not Beachbody walking salespeople. We are our own independent coach business owners. And I personally don't say a lot of stuff about Beachbody. Of course, with the launch of Transform 20, we're talking a little bit about Transform 20. But I talk a lot about 20-minute workouts. I share a lot of results, and I talk about these people got these results from working out 20 minutes a day for 6 weeks, and share things like that and create that curiosity. So someone says, all right, what are they doing? Tell me what they're doing. Tell me how I can get those kind of results too. And then I have on here, get emails to start conversations. That's a great way to long-term track your business, is via email. If you have a Gmail, Google Streak is a really, really great thing to use and tool to track for email. I did put a contact list in our new coach training, and I don't anticipate this happening, but having email in case social media goes down, then you're still in contact with your people. And then again, public is always recommended. And then just sharing your story. A lot of relationships are built via a feel, felt, found kind of story. And what I mean by that is, and you guys can probably, I can probably speak for you guys when I say this. When you read something that somebody's posted on social media, it triggers a feeling sometimes. You know, you'll read something that somebody's posted, whether it's, you know, a blog post on Scary Mommy, or, you know, something that somebody shared, or maybe it was a post of mine or your coach's that you read that it sparked a feeling. And that's the kind of story that we want to share, is one that instead of saying, hey, you know, I'm drinking this Shakeology every day and I feel really great, you should really buy this and try this too. You know, I used to feel so sluggish, and I used to have such trouble with my digestion, and I was tired, and I hated feeling tired. And I found that if I started taking care of my nutrition a little bit better, I started to feel stronger, and I started to feel healthier, and I had more energy to take my kids to the park and go for a run and do all these things. And when you can convey your feeling and emotion to your social media following, that's when people say, you know what, I can put myself in her shoes. I totally understand that. I understand the feeling. I understand the struggle. I understand what it is that, you know, she's gone through, and that's how I want to feel. I want to feel better. I want to feel stronger. I want to feel healthier. And authenticity is huge. You know, you are a Beachbody coach by default, by trade, but that does not define who you are. It's what you do. And you're still the same person that you were before you became a coach. So you don't have to like change your whole social media and do this whole big transformation thing. You just now have a few extra tools in your toolbox to share with people to help them feel and do what you've been doing and feeling. And kind of a little more to expand on that, impact before income. There's a coach within, I think I shared Katie Ersta's post in our team page the other day, and she had just hit the $1 Million Club. And she talked about her business and what she's achieved over the course of the last 7 years. And one thing that she always says is, we don't have any right to an income unless we're making an impact. And I completely agree. And that's something that I like to carry through our business and carry through our training, that, you know, income will come if you're making an impact. It's great to have that additional income, but I feel like our business is built on community. It's built on support. It's built on accountability. It's built on helping other people achieve results. And our work doesn't stop when someone buys a challenge pack. That's when our work begins, because that's when we start helping them get their results. And you're going to have consistent income. Your customers are going to continue to come back, and they're going to be, you know, repeat Shakeology users, and they're going to be repeat Energize users and Performance Line, and sign up for the next program and program launches and, you know, gear and tank tops and things like that. Not because you sold them a challenge pack and you said, hey, thanks for your purchase, see you later. It's because you continue to help them along the way. Now, of course, we're going to have people that are going to sign up and you're never going to hear from them again, despite however many messages you're going to send them on social media, or send them an email, or follow up and see them in the grocery store. And then it's really awkward. And you're going to have people that are just, they're serial try the next thingers, and they will sign up for every single thing that they can, and they will never respond. Or, you know, maybe they signed up and they never opened their package, and then they felt like they got behind, and then they felt like they were a failure, and then they felt frustrated, and then they just didn't want to admit that, you know, they never even got started. And that's okay. And we just continue to do what we're going to continue to do. And you're going to continue to be a support system for those who've signed up. And I sometimes just send that message and I say, hey, I don't know if you're going through a tough time or if there's anything I can help you with, but just to let you know, I'm still here. Whenever you're ready, I'm more than happy to put you back into a group or reach out or whatever it is, and just let people know that I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. And then again, posts are great, images are great, words are great. But in order for your business to be successful, prioritizing your daily activities and providing consistent value will have the greatest impact on your business and the lives of others. So I wanted to dive into a little bit more of the business side of things too. And I'm going to get into the tracker in a minute. But I did want to talk a little bit about income and how we kind of hit those benchmark goals and hit those income goals. And Success Club is a huge part of this business. And Success Club does not mean that you are a huge successful person and you're in this VIP private club. Success Club means someone signed up with a challenge pack and you got 2 Success Club points. Someone signed up with 3 boxes of Beach Bars on Home Direct and you got 2 Success Club points. How do you be in Success Club? Well, there's 2 different Success Clubs. There's Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. We base these on like these HD Home Direct challenge pack purchases. Anytime someone purchases a challenge pack that's a new coach or a new customer, you get 2 Success Club points. So if your goal is, okay, I want to hit Success Club every month, because I know that if I hit Success Club, and Beachbody, just since it's brand new year, they just launched this newer program. They did this last year, but for this year, it's if you hit Success Club for 1 month, you get, I need to go back and look. I think it's like a tank top. And then if you hit for 3 months, you get an additional prize. 6 months, additional prize. 9 months, additional prize. 12 months is like this fancy rolling suitcase. But there's all kinds of prizes that you'll get for achieving Success Club. But not only is Success Club like, cool, I got these prizes. Sometimes people like prizes. I know I like stuff. Like if you're going to give me stuff, I'm going to do whatever you need me to do to get the stuff. And so Success Club for me initially was because I wanted the stuff. I wanted the book. I wanted the bobblehead. I wanted the t-shirt. I wanted the hat. I wanted it all. But I began to realize that if I made Success Club a consistent priority in my business, if I helped 3 people each month get started with a challenge pack, that means my Shakeology was getting paid for and then some, because challenge packs vary from $40 to $200 in commissions, depending on what kind of a challenge pack someone purchases. And we have, the basic $140, $160 challenge packs that go all the way up to like the $480 challenge pack. So your commission from a challenge pack is that one number based on the value of the challenge pack. So I knew if I sold $360 challenge packs, that would give me $150 in my pocket. That would pay for my Shakeology, that would pay for my coach business fee, and that would give me a little bit extra so I could go get a mani-pedi, or give me a little bit extra so I could go get a couple bottles of wine that I knew I was going to need because my husband was traveling and my kids were crazy. But those little early benchmarks that I had set early on, and I said, okay, I'm going to hit Success Club every month. I'm not going to quit. That will continually add up in your business, because if you're helping 3 people every month get started with a challenge pack, you're giving them fitness, you're giving them nutrition, you're giving them 12 months of workouts, you're giving them 30 days of Shakeology, or you're giving them 12 months of workouts and a month of the performance line. We have challenge packs that have daily sunshine. We don't quite have the Beach Bar challenge packs yet. I think they're working on that, and I think that's coming. But there are bunches of options for you to hit Success Club with this right here. And it does, if they're ordering a bag of Shakeology, Shakeology is typically $129 a bag. If they are signing up as a coach, they can get Shakeology for 25% off. I will tell you, if they order on Home Direct, you're going to get the Success Club points, and it's going to save them about $13 in shipping. If they do not order on Home Direct, they're going to pay about $13 more in shipping, and you will not get the Success Club points. So I always tell my people, listen, like if they're just going to do Shakeology, go ahead and get it on Home Direct. If you decide, 2 weeks in that you don't want Shakeology next month, I can help you edit your order, but it's going to save you $13 on shipping, and I'm all about saving people money. So Success Club, creating that consistency in your business, like I said before, will add up. There are other perks for hitting Success Club. If you hit Success Club every month and you're an active coach, an active Emerald coach, meaning you've had one coach sign up on one leg, one coach sign up on the other, I'll get there in a little bit, and you've hit Success Club and you're active at 90 PV, then you will get free leads. So any person that signs up for Beachbody, if they go to the Beachbody website and sign up, they're assigned a free coach. If they purchase through Amazon, they get enrolled with a free coach. If they do a free trial of Beachbody On Demand, they get signed up with a coach. Beachbody sends those people through our pipeline every month. So free leads, sometimes you get 1 lead a month, sometimes you get 12. It just depends on the month. But those people are, initially you don't get any volume and income from them, but as they continue to order, you will, and you'll see the volume, you'll see the income. And I've had leads that have signed up as coaches. I've had leads that have ordered challenge packs where I've had Success Club points come from them. I've had leads order multiple bags of Shakeology a month, and I've had a big commission from them. So, but Beachbody gives you those free leads for hitting those benchmarks. And then another nice point about Success Club is for every 1 Success Club point you get, that equates to 10 trip dollars. So we just announced this past weekend that our 2019 Success Club trip is going to be in Punta Cana, March 21st through the 28th. There's 2 different waves. So if you earn Success Club points, that turns into trip dollars, and those trip dollars go to the cost of your Punta Cana trip. So if you hit Success Club every month, January is nice because they do double trip dollars. So if you hit Success Club 10 this month, you get 200 trip dollars toward your trip. And every Success Club trip, there is an option to earn $1,300 in cash from your Success Club points. And there is always a room option that's $1,300 or whatever I think for the cruise, it was $1,300. For Punta Cana, it's usually like $1,200 to $1,400. So there is an option to earn the amount to cover the entire cost of your room. And then you're just out, all the trips are always all inclusive. I know the cruise is all inclusive except for alcohol. But all of the Mexico trip, the Punta Cana trip, all inclusive, except for the flights. So that's a nice little perk as well, hitting Success Club. And then we do Success Starters, which in month 1, you hit Success Club. Your second month into coaching, you hit Success Club. Month 3 into coaching, you hit Success Club. And then Beachbody will give you a free ticket to our annual event Summit, which this year is in July in Indianapolis. Rachel Hollis is coming, and she is like our keynote speaker, which is very exciting. And then it's like a 3 to 4 day, just a really amazing, coaches from all over come together. We have coach trainings. We have all kinds of speakers that come. We have live workouts with super trainers, Shakeology bar, all kinds of stuff. And it's just a really great get together, come together kind of thing. So if you also hit Success Club in your first month of coaching, you earn a call with Carl Deichler. And that's your first full 30 days of coaching. Now, if you've signed up as a coach in the past, you've kind of missed that window, which is unfortunate. But within your first month, and this is a really great incentive for whenever you have a new coach sign up that is interested in working the business, letting them know that your first full 30 days, first full month in the business counts. Now, if they sign up today and they hit Success Club this month, then that can count too. But they do it your first full 3 months in this business. So fun little incentive for Success Starters. And then first big rank goal is Emerald. So I want to touch on rank because we can do the basic things in this business. We can have, one person sign up here, one person sign up over there. We can build our business strictly on commission, and that's fine. There are coaches that don't build for rank, and that's totally fine. I'm not telling you how to build your business. But if you are building for additional income and you want to earn additional volume, then you're going to want to start building a little bit of a business. And when you enroll coaches underneath you, we get an initial commission, a fast start bonus from signing up a coach, which is like a $50 check in your pocket. And then we don't get any additional commission from those coaches unless it's a subscription. If they're like renewing their Beachbody On Demand subscription, then we get commission for their annual subscription. But we only get volume, and you get volume through your downline. So over here is me. I have, my mom on one side and my husband on the other, which is how I started building my business. And I would get volume from Luke ordering Shakeology, that would be 90. My mom would order Shakeology, that would be 90. And when you get 200 PV volume on one leg and 100 on the other, that equates to a team cycle bonus. Once you hit Emerald, you have 2 coaches. That unlocks that compensation plan, that team cycle bonus plan. So the benefit to having coaches signed up underneath you is that you can start earning additional income besides commission. So as you're building volume, as you're building, and it doesn't always happen right away, but say you're like, okay, I'm a coach, this is what I'm doing. You have people that are interested and they're like, yep, I want to do Shakeology. Actually, I think I want to do Shakeology for more than a month. Get them signed up as a coach. It doesn't mean they have to coach, but then you're not only earning that initial commission, you're going to get that volume too. And then that's going to equate to team cycle bonuses long term. So I'll tell you guys, my initial couple years in this business, primarily my income came from commission. Now it comes from volume and residual income because of the team that I've built, because of the volume that I've accrued over the last 4 years. So if you're thinking long-term, bigger picture, yes, I'm going to enroll my friends, my family as coaches as I go, so I can continue to build that volume and that secondary income that's not just commission. Your volume does carry over. I don't know that, I'll have to double check because I don't know that there's, that your volume ever gets wiped clean. But I know that it does carry over because I know that on one leg, I have a very hefty amount of carryover volume. You are eligible for customer leads as an Emerald coach. And you can get Success Club leads when you hit Success Club 10 every month, meaning that you can earn Success Club points from your leads. And then it just says for lead eligibility that your Beachbody profile, setting up your back office, you need to have a before picture. You need to have a brief little bio in there. And then our paydays are every Thursday. So we get paid every single Thursday. And then all of the, rank Success Club things must be in by Wednesday nights at 11:59 Eastern. So if it's the end of the month and you're like, okay, I know that I need to get my Success Club points in, and I need to get, whatever in before the end of the month, it needs to be done by 11:59 Eastern. Otherwise it carries over to the next day. And if you, for some reason, aren't sure if you're active, let me know. I can check your account for you. I can walk you through that, what that looks like in the back office. You can also call Coach Relations at any time, and they can just make sure. After Emerald, the next step, there is Ruby in between there, and Ruby is just it's 2 coaches on each leg. One is Emerald on each leg. And then Diamond is the next step after that. And as an Emerald coach, your income caps out at $250 per week. As a Ruby, I believe it's $500, and then a Diamond, it's $1,000. So, and that's volume from team cycle bonuses. So the purpose of continuing to build your business to the next rank is so that you don't max out your income and you're not, withholding money from yourself. But this is just, this can be done in, I've seen coaches do it in 30 days. And I know that there are others that take their time to get here. But if building continual income, building a business is something that you're interested in doing, this is something, and we'll talk about this more in our coach training, to work toward long-term. So for example, I got to Diamond I had a lot of people that I had signed up as discount coaches that were interested in Shakeology, wanted to continue on. I didn't have a lot of active coaches when I signed up. I didn't anticipate that I would, but I did have a couple people who were sharing their results and had people interested. So I said, listen, if you have people interested, talk to them about what you're doing. And instead of sending them to me and me getting the commission for it, sign them up under you so you get the commission for it. So that is, if you have customers, coaches that are doing that same thing, and they are interested in coaching, maybe they don't want to be like a huge active coach or anything like that, but maybe they want to earn back, their investment or something like that. That's a great conversation to have with them. So diamond is kind of that next step that we push toward. Let me see what my time looks like. Okay. I'm going to power through these next couple ones and then wrap it up. So daily vital behaviors. We talk about vital behaviors. You've probably seen it in the new coach checklist. You've heard me talk about it before. I'll talk about it a little bit more in training. But vital behaviors, we talk about them on our tracker sheet. These 4 little things on here: be proof the product works, connect, invite, follow up, get people results or recognition, and then do personal development. If you're doing those 4 things on a consistent basis, you're going to see your business grow. If you are doing your workouts and drinking your Shakeology, using your Beachbody products, you're going to see results. Results bring attention to your business. One of the vital behaviors, we used to say invite, invite, invite. And I feel like that's really intimidating because then it's like I'm sitting at my computer and I'm sending out 100 messages every day and I'm saying, hey, do you want to join my group? Hey, no, it's not really invite, invite, invite. It's more like connect, engage, have a conversation with, follow up with, share, information with. And I do that primarily through my social media posts and through like polls that I've posted in my Insta stories or in my Facebook stories. When I've posted transformation posts, having conversations with people from them. And then I talked about this in our team page the other day about vulnerability and how sometimes it's hard for us to be vulnerable and ask for a decision from someone. And it's just as hard as for that person to be vulnerable and ask for the support and ask for the help. So vulnerability is kind of a 2-way street in this business, that as hard as it is for me to be like, oh my gosh, I really, what if that person judges me for sending that message? What if I send them a message and I ask if they're interested in joining my group and then they like ignore me and I'm overthinking this? Or what if they're like, oh my gosh, thank you for reaching out because I really wanted to say something, but I didn't know where to start. And I really could use the support. I really could use the help. So you honestly never know, and you never will unless you ask. And there are ways to go about it tactfully, which we'll go through in training, and there are ways to be a cheesy salesperson. And I don't want anyone to ever feel like a cheesy salesperson because I don't like to feel like a cheesy salesperson. But these little daily tasks are kind of what we do to help people get results, to help us get results. And the bottom line is always consistency is key. We talk about power hours where you sit down with your tracker and you literally go through and you check off your boxes and you're like, okay, did I do this? Did I do this? Yes, I did this. Yes, I did this. And it literally breaks it down on this tracker sheet. And that's how I built my business when I was in full-time nursing school. I had 30 minutes on my lunch break at school. I would take 30 minutes after I got home when I could, my husband would take the kids and I could take 30 minutes to kind of do what I needed to do, send out some messages, do some follow-ups. And I would take an extra, 15, 20 minutes in the morning to check into my accountability groups. And then same thing at night as I was laying in bed, just to, go through and just make sure that my people saw my presence. And that's kind of how it works. And then staying accountable. This tracker is like the golden ticket right here. This is like the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Print this out, use this, follow it. And we will be going through this in our training. It gives you Thursday to Wednesday, since that's how our Beachbody, paydays work. So that way, if you're pushing for, okay, I know that I want to try to hit Success Club this month. So I know that I'm going to need to have X amount of conversations with people about what I'm doing. And I want to work through and try to help one person each week for the month. Maybe that's your first goal. This tracker really does help. I have other ones personally. This one is my favorite now because we've simplified it a lot. So I think I did post it in our coach training, but it's something I would suggest printing out, and I will be talking a little bit more about that in our training tomorrow. Bottom line, this business works if you work. Rachel Hollis is one of my most favorite ladies. And I love this quote from her. I'm successful because I have never once believed my dreams were someone else's to manage. That's the incredible part about your dreams. Nobody gets to tell you how big they can be. And it's totally true with this business that the sky is 100% the limit. And if you want to build a big business, I will link arms with you and I will help you get there. And if you want to take it slow, I will link arms with you and I will help you get there. So it's truly yours to manage, to do, to build. And I'll give you the best guidance and leadership that I can. But know at the same time that if you are doing the things, you will get the results. If you're not doing the things, you can't expect to get the results. Leaning in, if you're struggling with something, asking the team, asking your coach, sometimes Googling it makes a big difference. For me, there are still things that I Google if I'm not really sure. I go to my coach monthly. Sometimes weekly, we have conversations, and then be here in a year. And I am very, personally, I will tell you guys, I'm very like self-sufficient and self-paced and self-motivated. So it's hard for me to reach out. And it's also hard for me to say, what are you doing? What are you struggling with? Tell me what you need. Because I never want to be an overwhelming, overbearing coach. But also at the same time, sometimes I know that I need a little bit more attention from my coach, and I have to reach out and I have to say, Deidre, like, can I just talk to you for like 20 minutes because I'm struggling with something and I need to pick your brain. So don't ever think that anyone is too busy or, isn't available to help, because there are always people. And that's what's so great about this business and the team. Our upline team, is that there are always people willing to help, support, encourage, and all of that. So I believe that is all I have for you guys. And we're right on time. Perfect. All right. I can share that PowerPoint in our training too. And I did record, so I will post the recording as well for those who weren't able to get on. Do you have any questions? No, it was a lot and fast and furious, but I'll post the recording so that way you can go back and listen in. Training this week, we will cover just some very basic stuff and kind of focus on those initial posts, conversations, helping people get started, enrollment, what enrollment looks like, how to get someone enrolled. If you are, and not just you, Jessica, but anybody that's listening to the recording, if you have someone that's interested, if your significant other is, if you're using a bunch of products and you want to sign up your significant other, talking about how to get that done the right way, early income type stuff, and setting goals for long-term success. We'll kind of cover all those things in our training this week. So that's all I have. You are still muted, FYI. I can unmute you if you'd like, but otherwise, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have any questions.
Okay, good stuff. All right, well, I'll upload this recording, and yeah, we'll go from there. Thanks for getting on tonight.
All right, bye.
Bye.